Hello, hello. I apologize for the delay. We were having some technical issues, but welcome to another week of delightful discussions. I'm so glad to have you guys here with us. And I have a question for you. Have you or anyone you've known ever had any struggles with medical bills? I feel like that's kind of a duh question because we've all had those, right? Stay tuned with me. My guest today, if you have had that, you said yes to it, you are going to love her. And she is awesome. We're going to discuss that very, very thing. So hold tight. We'll be right back. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Today, I'm going to share with you Nicole Broadhurst. And I met her from Jason Elkins, who we are also going to discuss a little bit today as well. And the way that her business so organically grew because of connection. However, that's not the only story. The story also is of the things that she was doing in the medical industry and where that took her. And I got to tell you guys, it is an awesome story. And then the impact that she is making today. She is the founder and owner of the Tennessee Health Advocates, and she is the CEO and founder of The Circle, which is a premier community for other health advocates. So you guys are going to love her. I won't even take any more time because truly I want you to get all of the information. It is going to be awesome. So without further ado, I bring to you Nicole Broadhurst. Yay!
Hey, Mariah. Woohoo! I am so excited to be here with you. And
Yes.
wow, thank you so much for such a beautiful introduction.
Oh,
I'm really excited. I always love hanging out with you, so I've been looking forward to this for weeks. So
me too. Me too. Oh, look, we have someone. I'm going to just go ahead and pop this up here from Georgetown, Texas. Yay. Glad to see you this morning. Thanks for
shout
joining
out to
us.
Texas.
I wish it told us who was on. That's the only thing I don't love about StreamYard is I don't know who it is.
Right?
But, all right. Do please make sure that if you guys have questions, we will be watching those. I will be making sure to share them with Nicole so that she can answer those. And any comments, say hello. Please go ahead and tell us your name, who you are, because unfortunately that is something StreamYard does not do unless
Right?
you've been on. So Nicole, let's just jump right in. First off, I agree. I always love a chat with Nicole. Nicole is in the disc. She's a high I like myself. So we can always party every time we talk.
And we
I love
do.
it. Yeah. Oh, good. It's Martha. Hi, Martha. Okay, good. There. See, we've got. So, Nicole, let's start with our story with Jason Elkins. I was going to start the other way, but then I was like, it kind of makes more sense, I think, to start with Jason because of how things organically grew from his program. So, can you share first for those who don't know who Jason is? Hi, Jason, by the way, if you're watching.
Hey.
What about his program, how it impacted you?
So it was a huge paradigm shift. Let me give you a little bit of background on me. I actually come from a very blue collar background. I don't have a lot of entrepreneurs in my family. In fact, I can't think of one. Um, well, now in this generation, my sister and I both, but up until then, I don't come from that background. So I don't have that mindset of how to start a business and how to make it work and all of those things. I'm a really good worker bee. And so as I decided to start this business, I had a lot of good ideas and I knew that I had, a really solid offer to offer to people, but I didn't know anything about how to make it happen. And I was
Mhm.
scared of the word sales, right? I think that's something, very common. I don't want to be a salesperson. I'm going to tell you something. I did have an uncle that was a used car salesman. And let me tell
Oh.
you, I did not want to be like him. I love him, but I did not want to be him, right?
Yeah.
So when I thought about sales, it was not a good feeling for me. So fast forward right into the 100 Cups Academy with Jason, it brought a whole new aha moment to me, where I spent a lot of time in corporate world where my reports would definitely know when I was going to the corporate office, right? Because I would come in and I would look different, I'd be dressed different, I'd be like the whole 9 yards, and they'd be like, "Oh, either corporate's coming here or you're headed to corporate. Which one is it?" Right?
Mhm.
Um, and what I learned is that I don't have to have that type of split personality, right? Like I
Mhm.
can show up authentically everywhere that I am and be me and be successful at what I'm doing.
Mhm.
Like, that sounds so
Ah.
simple, right? I know, right? But it's like the clouds opened up and there were angels singing. I was
Yay.
like, wow, who knew? So,
I love it.
game changer.
Mhm. Yeah. And so so I guess we should back up a little bit. Can you share what it is that you do? So
Yeah.
and even maybe we back up a little bit more where you started and how that even came about.
So, in a long time ago, I'm sure I'll date myself here in a minute, but a long time ago, I actually started my career as a certified nursing assistant in a nursing home. And I worked second shift, and that was hard in and of itself. And I learned very quickly that my gift is not direct patient care. I
Mm.
was not cut out to provide care directly to patients. I have a story about that, but that's for another time. But what I learned was that I'm not good at that, and it wasn't my gift. And so I very quickly moved into healthcare administration and medical records and scheduling and all of the things. And over time, I stayed in the healthcare industry. I went back to college. I got a degree in healthcare administration, moved into more administrative roles. I was practice manager for a while. I did outpatient specialty clinics. I helped set up primary care clinics, did a lot of work. Most recently, before I left, I was a branch director for a private duty home health agency in Nashville.
Oh,
And yeah, so I decided in 19 that I wasn't getting to help people the way that my heart wanted to help people on a daily
mhm.
basis. And I was in a position, I had been thinking about a business for a long time, and I was finally in a position where I could leave corporate and start my business. And so what I did was I took all of that information around profit and loss and bills and the revenue cycle management, and I created Tennessee Health Advocates, where we help
Oh,
busy, committed professionals take charge of medical bills without the frustration of medical billing departments. So
nice.
basically, I manage, audit, review, negotiate all of the things regarding
Mm.
to medical bills so that patients and families don't have to.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's huge because I feel like we've all had those gigantic medical bills, right? Like, and they can be thousands
They're
of
right.
dollars, if not more, right? So,
Right. And we don't
oh,
even know if they're right. So, yes,
right.
absolutely. It can be very stressful.
It can. And you just worry. There's just so much worry with it. I think that what you guys do is amazing. So, you started your business.
Yeah.
You're very passionate for helping people. I know that. And so that makes total sense. And I guess we sort of started to hit. I'm so sorry. I'm having an earring technical
Sure.
issue here.
All right.
Not distracting at all. Um, so where do you go from there? So you've started a business and
Mhm.
you kind of touched on it already in talking about Jason. Where did you start to feel momentum? How did that start happening?
So, side note, my husband and I live in a 25-foot travel trailer. Where I'm not there now. I'm at my mom's house, but and we travel around the country. And one of the things that we did early on in my business is we took a position as gate guards on an oil field in Texas. So, Martha, I'm familiar with Texas. I don't know where you're at, but we were in Texas, and we were on the gate guard. We were guarding the gate for the oil field. What this means is that we actually were on the clock 24 hours a day. So I had tons of time, right? And I decided that I was going to go 110% into everything that Jason had taught us. And
Yes.
I literally spent well, it was 16 weeks that we were there. And I spent all of that time literally connecting. And this was during the pandemic. So connecting via Zoom with as many people as I possibly could, with the attitude that I'm not looking to make a sale.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make more friends, because the more friends that I have that know what I do, the more likely it is that I'll get referrals to feed my business.
Oh,
And it took all of the pressure off,
yes.
Mariah. Like I didn't have to, like it was no longer work.
Oh my gosh. Isn't that amazing, that paradigm
It
shift for your
is.
mind? It like breaks down the wall.
Absolutely. It's a game
Yeah.
changer for real.
Yeah.
Like I said, the pressure's gone. All I have to do is show up, be me, do what I want to do, talk about who I am, be interested, make new friends, right? Like
Yeah.
you and I connected, and now
Right.
I can't
Right.
imagine my world without you. So,
Oh, I feel the same. I know we always have so much fun when we get to chat.
me too.
So from there, your business took off, right? So there's a few things that have happened from not just your business growing, but you've actually ended up with a completely different business. So can you share first how
Right.
your business took off and then tell
Yeah.
us what's come out of all of this? I love it.
Yeah, I know. It's super exciting. So this is just a testament that we don't always know where we're going, but if we do the work and we do the things consistently and authentically, then things happen. And I love that about this. So I literally had two clients when I started the program with Jason, and within it was under a year ish, maybe 13 months, somewhere in there. I consistently now today run anywhere between 30 and 40 clients on my active roster.
Wow.
And that is crazy sufficient to, keep my business going. In fact, now I work with subcontractors, and I'm taking
Mm,
on additional mentorship and training opportunities. So the Circle, thank you so much for mentioning that,
oh, yeah.
is absolutely a premier network for independent patient or health advocates, where we get together regularly, we share resources, we talk
Mm,
about how we're growing our business, and specifically how we're implementing some of these things in relationship marketing as well, to create sustainable and profitable practices and advocacy.
wow.
Crazy.
Wow. I love that.
Yeah,
Woo-hoo.
it's been
Yes.
so, I know, it's just an amazing thing. This whole industry of patient advocacy is new and growing. And so I'm just so
Mhm.
excited to be a part of it, and to be able to help usher new advocates in, and
Mm.
help them create sustainable businesses. So thanks for
Ooh.
mentioning that as well.
I feel like there's a sub question in there that I didn't even think about when I sent you our questions, which is the beautiful thing about being, both eyes. We also call them parrots because we can improv a little bit.
Right? I love it.
I actually just thought of, so some people might say, but you are training your competition. Could you speak to that?
Yes. Absolutely. I am in a mindset of abundance. I just believe that there is more than enough for all of us all of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And especially this really dovetails into this whole principle of authenticity and showing up and
Mm-hmm.
being true to ourselves, right? Because what I
Yeah.
have learned over the last 5 years of doing this, 4 or 5 years, is that my clients are my clients. They choose me, and they choose to work
Mm-hmm.
with me because of who I am and how I do business and how I interact with them. And there are plenty of folks out there who are not my client, who do
Right.
not resonate with me. I
Yeah.
don't resonate with them. It's no hard feelings. It's not
Yeah.
personal. It just doesn't work, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so I have no problems training what you might consider to be competition, because they're really not, right? They're
Mm-hmm.
not my competition. Their clients are theirs, and their clients are out there waiting for them. So
Mm. I love what you said too, because, if we go back to what you said you have 30 to 40 clients regularly, and yet there's thousands, if not millions of people who deal with this issue, right? So
That's right.
clearly you cannot do all of that work by yourself.
Right. Not in a million years. Right.
So if we can have an abundance mindset and know that, then yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely. And it has
Yeah.
created new opportunities for you too.
Absolutely. It in
Yeah.
fact, it's just it's amazing. Mariah, I just sent an email out this morning to my community and was talking about I literally wake up and cannot believe that I am living the life that I'm living. It is
Uh,
amazing. And I want everybody to feel that and to
yeah.
right and to be able to experience that because it really is an amazing place to be.
I love that so much. You also have a show that you do. I mean, I don't know if you call it a show like I call mine a show,
Yeah.
but you
I
do
do.
have a spotlight on LinkedIn as well.
I do. It's called Friday Friends, and I highlight some of the folks that I've met and brought into my network. It's just kind of a way to showcase those that I'm meeting and new folks that I'm meeting. And now I'm doing so many, I'm behind. And so, anyways, but yes,
I
I
get
do.
that.
Friday Friends. Yes.
I totally get
Right.
that. I love it. But it's a
Right.
beautiful place to be, right?
It is. It is. It is a beautiful place to be.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
a good
Okay,
problem to
so
have.
I agree. I love it. So we do talk disc around here, of course. Uh,
Absolutely.
for those of who are not familiar with disc, it's driven, interactive, uh, steady and creative, or eagle, parrot, dove, and owl. Now, Nicole is clearly a parrot, and but you're also, I think we also saw that you were a ISC, I think was what we,
Yes.
yeah. So you have the detail oriented, which is great because for bills, you definitely need that,
Right.
but very
Yeah.
relational. And I don't want to touch on it too much. It's not the focus today, but we do talk disc around here. So we did run through the sales
Mhm.
profile. And can you share how that was helpful for you?
Oh, it was super helpful for me. Being I love to connect and have a lot of personal connection. And I
Mm,
struggle. There's a lot of times that I'll have a client that I'm working with that I really am struggling a little bit with. And I feel like I'm putting them off and that they're more distant. So I say all of that to say that one of the things that I took from doing that assessment with you and getting that feedback was that I can temper that
mm,
and be more aware of the personality that I'm working with
yeah.
and tailor my communication to be more in line with them so that they
Hmm.
feel more comfortable. Specifically, I'm thinking about very high D's. I don't know the animal
Yeah, the eagle.
association. Yeah, the
Yeah,
eagle. I'm
yeah.
thinking about interactions with eagles. I struggled a lot with. And after having that assessment and understanding more about eagles and how they operate, and myself and how I operate, it's been a lot easier for me to tailor my communication, skip some of the soft, warm, fuzzy,
Fluffy. Yeah.
fluffy kind of stuff that's
Yeah.
my favorite, but I've been able to temper that. And as a result, I can tell you specifically, I know that I have closed 3 clients since
Ooh.
then that were high D's, and I was able to keep a short sales cycle because of that awareness. And I think that's huge because I think that I could sell and close the sale, but it took me longer and more effort and more energy. And understanding the personality types, I was able to shorten it up and
Mm.
really be much more efficient with my time.
I love that. Yeah. I think knowing who you're talking to, knowing yourself first, right? And then knowing who you're talking to can really help you to like make sure you're approaching it the right way. And those
Yeah.
eagles, so many people think they're mean, but actually they can be some of the best clients if you, because
Oh,
they're loyal, they don't want to shop, they just want to work with you.
That's right. Once you win them, you win them,
Right.
right?
Right.
Right? And that's the longevity, right? Then we can get into life, the client life cycle and all of that good
Right.
stuff. But
All the things
I
I'm
know,
sure
right?
you
All
teach, right?
right? Yes.
I love it. I love it. Well, we do have some comments here, and I'm super excited. So I think this is Martha who was saying, I could see how making connections to make friends would be easy for a high I. Yep, absolutely. That is us to a T, I
That's
think.
us.
We're
Yes.
and of course, and Jason, we have Jason on. Yay. Hi, Jason. He actually answered a question for us already, but we're going to go ahead and answer this as well. How can we find your show? So, how can people connect with you? I would love to share that.
Connect with me here on LinkedIn. Absolutely. And connect with me on LinkedIn and you'll be able to see the Friday Friends and get invitations and all of the things. And if you want to be a Friday friend, hit me
Yeah.
up. Like drop a message. Send me a message. I'd love to meet you.
I just realized I've been on the circle. I need to be a Friday friend, I think.
I think so. I think we do need to do that.
I would love it. Oh, I love it. Jason, of course, was so sweet and he did answer for us right there. He said, follow on LinkedIn. There you go.
Yay.
Thanks,
Good
Jason.
to see you, Jason.
I love it. I think, and the other thing that I love about your LinkedIn, regardless if someone is wanting to be a health advocate or they're wanting to join the circle, I love the information that you share on there for
Thank
everybody.
you.
I
Thank you.
think when I see your information, I'm like, man, she is really looking out for us. Yeah.
I try to give you, when I sit down and I'm trying to think about what to share, I really spend time thinking about what do I think everyone needs to know? Because
Mhm.
we can't know everything. But
No,
there are things, right, that I think are important for absolutely everybody to know. And so those are the things that I try to highlight. Thank you.
I love that. Yeah, no, it's true. I really feel, especially with the healthcare industry, none of us know what's going on in that. It's such a scary thing. You get these bills. I mean, I've
Yes.
had gigantic bills from my children breaking arms or other
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
And it can feel so hopeless. Like, how in the world are we ever going to pay this off? Let alone, is it right?
Right. To say, just from being even inside the system, I have to tell you that it's confusing to those of us on the inside as well. It's a full-time job trying to keep up with just a little piece of the system, right?
Hmm.
Let alone a patient trying to keep up with all of it. So I highly, anyway, yes, I just want to share all the things that I think everybody should know. So if you have questions, at least you know where to go to find the answers
Hmm.
because you can't know
Yeah.
them all.
Yeah. It's very clear that you are very fun too. So if people follow
Oh,
you, they're
thank
going
you.
to just have so much fun. Can you
So,
share? And I didn't actually prep you with this, but I'm going to ask anyways, just because you're so fun. Can you share something fun or interesting with our audience today? I know.
let's
I'm
see,
sorry. I
fun
should.
and interesting. That's okay. Well, I think flipping in a 25-foot travel trailer
Yes.
isn't fun and interesting. I don't know what else is, but I can tell you that I don't do it alone. I do it with my husband and our two dogs.
Oh,
So I know. Yeah, two adults and two dogs, and we both work full time out of the trailer. So
I love it.
but
No, that is
if you
very
connect, we're
interesting.
always looking for fun places to go. So if we should come visit you, let us know where you are, right?
Yeah.
And let's see if we can get you on the travel plans. How about
Yeah.
that?
You need to come to Utah. Definitely.
Yeah. Actually, I do. Mariah, we'll talk more. Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
actually
we
do.
do. I love it. Well, let's just say if you guys want to connect, please make sure you check out Nicole on LinkedIn. I cannot recommend her enough. She is fun, she's got great information. If you're looking to be a health advocate and you just want that support, she deals with people every day who never intended to be entrepreneurs. So you heard her say it, you heard that she helps. Definitely get in connection with her because we all need that support. We all need it. And Nicole is amazing at that. So please make sure you connect with her there. Anything else that you want to share before we wrap up?
No, I think that's it. Thank you so, so, so much, Mariah. It is always a blast hanging out with you. And yes, we're going to get you on Friday, friends, and we're going to get connected. And I'm going to get out
Yes,
there to Utah soon. So
I love
thank
it.
you, thank you, thank you.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to call it a show then. And you guys have a fantastic week. Next week, we will be on with Merrick Rosenberg, author of The Chameleon. So please join us again, and we will see you next time. Bye. Maybe.